Hey guys, and welcome to Foam Test. Today we're going to be doing the build video for the FPV helicopter. Just an FYI, I made this build video a couple weeks ago when Kyle was over. Actually, when I built the helicopter I made the build video because I figured it would work pretty well. But anyway, all you're going to need for this is going to be a FPV camera all-in-one and a helicopter. And if you so choose, you could upgrade the battery as well, but it works fine just with the stock battery. You're also going to need a soldering iron and some solder. So let's get started. Okay, so now that we have our FPV camera right here, a little dented and bruised and mangled, but it works. And we don't need it to go very far. And now we have our SEMA S107 here. It's a cheap quadcopter from Amazon. You can get them for...
It's not a quadcopter.
Or not I'm so used to doing quadcopter stuff. Cheap helicopter. It's so weird hearing that word again.
Yeah.
Because helicopters are pretty much non-existent after quadcopters. Basically, the goal of today is finding the leads where this connects to the board and soldering to them without killing anything else. It's a very compact board in here. You might have to take out this battery and re-put it back in. Okay. So right here is the negative lead, surrounded by all these other wires. And then on this side, right here is the negative lead with this wire right next to it. If we need to disconnect the LEDs, which are right next to both of these wires, we probably will or might. I'm not sure. But either way, it's going to be difficult to solder these. But yeah, I cleared it out a little bit more here. But still, man, these wires are just so close to the solder pads. But I think that's the best that we're going to be able to get. It's like right there. But either way, let's get soldering. This is actually a trick I learned from Josh Bixler at Flight Test. If you need helping hands, you could take a rubber band, put it around any old pair of pliers, and voila, helping hands. Basically, I'm just going to use this to hold that wire up while we tin it. That one's tinned. Solder. What the? I smacked the camera. Now it's time to get the other side here.
And get it closer.
Yep, so that's where you want to solder it, on the SEMA, whatever this is. Right there on one side, that's a negative. Oh, that's barely on there, but it is making contact.
Okay.
Okay guys, so what I just did is I soldered the leads to the camera on this side and right here on this side. It's kind of hard to see them now, and this is all a big mess. But it's hard to see them now just because I added some hot glue for some reinforcement after I crashed this a few times and the lead fell off. There's a lead right here and on the other side over here that you solder the lead that goes to the camera. It's so hard to see because I added so much more stuff. But yeah, there's this lead that goes to the camera, which is right here. And basically I made it so that it just unplugs and replugs back in on the camera. And that is what turns the camera on and off. And for the camera itself, I just basically just glued it on the front of here. This is where the battery was before. I just made this out of foam because I put a new battery on the bottom. But I just glued it right here onto what was the battery and to this piece of plastic right here. And also, when you glue this on, it will pop off unless you put like a band of hot glue around the front here to secure the antenna in. Otherwise, this whole thing will pop off. You could do another one up here if you'd like. But that's just my recommendation for securing the camera. I mean, realistically, you could just use rubber bands to go around here and secure that if you wanted to, but I didn't have any that were that small at the moment. And then if you want to do the upgraded battery, you just cut the leads from the old battery, solder them to the leads to the new battery, and voila. Any one cell battery I found, or not any, but at least this one cell battery and the other one, will charge through the charging port. It's just if you put a bigger battery, it will take longer to charge. Hope you guys like the FPV helicopter. I heard a few people saying they couldn't wait for the build video. Just keep in mind this isn't a completely detailed build video. I figured if you are going to do this, you had some soldering experience in the past. So I just kind of did a basic overview of where the things were and everything. But yeah,
If you need anything, help with anything or any further questions, just put that in the comments below. I'll gladly answer any of them that you have. Thank you guys, and hope to see you guys next time.